Welcome to the playoff edition of the Dat Chat Prediction Show. I'm Jeff Duncan, Josh Katzenstein. We're going to make some bold predictions for you today.
When I initially saw this matchup, I thought that the Saints would roll over the Eagles, but I actually wrote something this morning about why that might not be the case. You know, in recent history, when a team has blown out an opponent in the regular season and had a rematch in the postseason, the games have actually been really close, including some teams actually losing after the blowout. I think there's reason to believe the Saints could roll over the Eagles again, just because I think they're a more talented team. But I just think that the Eagles are on a really hot streak right now, and Nick Foles totally changes that, so I expect them to be fairly close.
Now, the Eagles have not lost any game all season by more than a touchdown, except for this one game in Week 11 in the Dome when nothing went right for them. Everything went right for the Saints. Drew Brees had one of the best games of his career. Carson Wentz had the worst game of his career. And now you got Nick Foles under center. You got a couple other players back for the Eagles that didn't play in that game. So I think this thing's going down to the wire. I do not expect a blowout either way. Well, it's XFactors for me. It's going to be the Saints linebacker core accompanied by safety Von Bell. And what I mean by that is who's going to be defending Darren Sproles and the two tight ends for the Eagles, both of them excellent. If you remember last time they played, the Saints did a great job shutting down Zach Ertz. He caught 2 passes for 15 yards, was a non-factor. Goddard didn't have a catch at all. Both those guys are really heavy factors for them in their passing game, and Sproles didn't play in the game. Saints got to control them again. I think they have a chance.
So I'm going to give you one that Saints fans are probably expecting too, because they couldn't wait for this guy to get back from IR, but I'm going to go with Ted Ginn. In the first matchup, Traquan Smith had 10 catches for 157 yards and a touchdown, assuming the Eagles try to take out Michael Thomas, which is what they tried to do in the first matchup. And I think Ted Ginn should be able to exploit some one-on-one opportunities and maybe, you know, catch at least 1, and I'm going to say 2 deep balls. So I actually would not be surprised if the Cowboys win. I think the Rams have some flaws, and I really think that Cowboys defense is top-notch. But I will take the Rams to just barely squeak by, just because I think Aaron Donald is so unstoppable. So give me LA 31-26.
Well, look, I like the Rams too, but I like them in a blowout. I think they're going to crush Dallas. Wade Phillips, the defensive coordinator for the Rams, is going to put it on Dak Prescott's shoulders. I don't think he's ready for it. I've got the Rams 37-20. I don't think it'll be close.
All right, Jeff, the moment all of our viewers have been waiting for. What's your prediction for Saints-Eagles?
Well, I'm predicting a nail-biter, unfortunately, for all Saints fans out there. It's not going to be another blowout. I think the Eagles are going to come in motivated. They're healthier than they were last time, and I think they're going to have a big chip on their shoulders. They're playing with house money. They really probably shouldn't even be here at this point. So I think this one's going down the wire, but I like the Saints. They're a better team, and they're a healthier team, and I think they pulled this thing out in the fourth quarter, 27-26 Saints.
So I think it's going to be a little different than that. I think it'll be tight in the first half, but then I think right after halftime, the Saints are going to start to pull ahead. I'm going to go 34-24. I like them to win by 2 possessions just because I think their offense is so much better than the Eagles' defense right now, and I think the Bears' offense was certainly flawed, so it's hard to, you know, gauge just how good this Eagles defense is, but I think the Saints should be able to take care of business.
All right, that's it for the Dat Chat Prediction Show. For Josh Katzenstein, I'm Jeff Duncan. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at the Superdome.